Yun! Preno? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We captured it on video. That's okay. Just take a rest muna, okay? We have to take note that CRZ is about transforming newbies and bringing out the best in people. Okay, now before we continue the episode, a lot of people are asking how do they join the camp. So this camp is just part of a bigger module, and let's make Gina as an example. So this short clip would show you how Gina, a beautiful, dedicated housewife, businesswoman, started with CRZ. Starts with a bike fitting, starts with learning how to balance, starting the technical stuff of it, and then to make it more sustainable, we introduce her to the community. Having a community makes it a lot faster for newbies and enthusiasts to learn the basics of cycling. So watch out for this one, okay? Yun! Preno? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We captured it on video. That's okay. Just take a rest muna, okay? Okay, I'll give you 10 hours. Yan. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
So for pangit yung flow nung hindi masyadong
Right.
flow nung espresso.
Nadadaan.
Okay, today's episode, Gina's balancing act, okay? Kala nyo, ganun lang ha. So biomechanics also involves balancing a bike. It all starts there. A lot of people don't talk about these small details because we always talk about racing and stuff. But there are a lot of individuals like Gina.
Oh my God!
Yeah, like Gina, who makes good coffee. No, actually, it was James who made the coffee. But today's episode is all about simple balancing, how to start
It's nice.
from a bike. Okay. So a lot of people always talk about cycling as being bike fitting, watts, cadence, speed, mileage, all the more advanced stuff. But today's episode is all about showing you the simplicity of cycle for the day is how to teach Gina how to balance or how to start a bike. Okay, here we go. So this is the ultimate balancing act. Yan ha, balancing act ha. Nagka-away na sila. Ganyan talaga, away. Away na to oh. Sino ba talaga ninelmi sa hindi dalawa?
Actually kaming dalawa. Hindi niya kasi baka masaktan yung pinakamahal na asawa niya.
Yan, okay. Eto na. So today's episode, how to balance a bike.
Ayan, dito po pwede.
Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Web part.
So we're gonna do this part here. Very nice. No, that's it. That's it. Very good. Oh, so when you wanna stop, brake. Okay? There's no wrong, there's no right. Very nice. That's it. That's it. Very nice. Good. Okay. One more lap. Go. So this is how we practice on the basement, just for basic riding. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. As simple as that. Very nice. All the way to the end, all the way to the furniture, all the way to the white car. Very nice. Good. Okay? Very nice. Oh, yeah. Step now, hop on the bike, but this time, mas matagal na push off ha, without doing anything. Okay, here we go. Ready. Step on the, yep. Okay, ready? Push off, set, push off, go. Malakas. Okay, go. And then step on it, stop. Yan. Hanggang mamaya ha. Hanggang mamaya. No, dalawang step yun ni. Yan. Okay, yun. Good. Good. Hanggang sa huminto ah. Don't slow down. Hanggang sa huminto. Not bad. Okay, hanggang sa huminto ha. Don't stop. I know. And then brake to perfect. That's what you call a touchdown, right? Galing. Okay, I'm proud of you. So when I say taas, dito, wait. Dito ng konti. Para pag sinipa mo, magkakaroon siya ng acceleration. Okay? Brake muna, brake. Okay? And then put your foot here. Okay. So the moment that you release the pedals now, your pedal will start accelerating. Yun ngayon yung pang-push mo. Okay? Kanina, di ba, 6 o'clock? Ngayon, nasa 3 o'clock. Okay? Brake. Okay, here we go. When you step on the pedal, you'll notice an acceleration, but you have to stand up, okay? Ready, set, go. Oh, perfect. That's it. That's it. That's it. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. All the way, all the way. Don't do anything. Go to the left. Perfect. Oh, see? Now you can control the steering wheel. Try to push off as stronger with more torque. Okay? With more torque. So how do you do it? Lean it. Yes. Lean the bike. Okay. Yan. Brake. 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 Tapos itaas mo pa yung pedal. Instead of 3. Yan. Yan. Perfect yan. Okay. So ngayon may mas malaki yung momentum or torque mo, di ba? Brake ha. On my cue. When you step on the pedal, you also push off on the left leg. Okay? You also push off on the left leg while pressing on the right pedal. 5, 4, 3, set, go. Boom! Boom! And then stop. Oh, yun! Oh, the most perfect. Wala kang gagawin. Wala kang gagawin. Tingnan natin, maabot ka sa Innova. Yan, balance, balance, balance. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, lampas na ng Innova. Sige pa! Sige pa! Hanggang mag-slow down yan. Yan! See, even if you're slowing down, you can still balance using your thighs, right? Oh, world record na to. Lumampas ka na. And touchdown. Congratulations. Di ba? Don't stop. Balance the bike, balance the bike, balance the bike. Done. That's still far, right? Very nice. So, the next step will be push off and then sit on the pedal and then pedal. Okay? But you've done it. Yes. Right? Amazeballs. Okay. See, it's experiential learning. You can read about this all day. You never learn unless you make the mistake. Okay? Sabi nga ni Mang Tomas Edison, 1,000 tries, you only need 1 success and you're done. Okay? Ready? Set. Go. Sit down, start pedaling. Pedal. Oh! Freno. Push off. Sit down. Pedal. Slide back on the pedal. Slide back on the pedal. Slide back on the saddle. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, just keep on going. Make a U-turn slowly. Make a U-turn. Come back here. Slide back on the saddle, brother. I mean, dash. Yan. Yung saddle. And then when you want to preno, touchdown! Woo-hoo! Beautiful. Beautiful. But now, you learn how to balance more. Okay, and considering you're not a super cyclist, you're not a veteran, you're actually learning how to balance. So, this one works out now. Beautiful, okay? So just like what Gene said, so what's basic for most of us, for Gina, it's like rocket science. So, these are some of the simple things that we do. Alright, here you go, done. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going back to the Batcave and we're gonna give James the good news that you survived. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Yeah?
I did it!
Yeah. So, here's proof na this is day 1 of the transformation program, okay? Balik Alindog program. Oplan, ano? Oplan Alindog, okay?
With a lovely couple.
The boss and the worker.
The assistant.
The assistant.
The money holder.
Okay. The money holder. Yeah. You can never go wrong with that. After Gina's balancing act, the next progression would be a comprehensive bike fitting and biomechanics, because CRZ is one of the most holistic solutions for newbies. Okay, so Jeans with our new assistant. That's our new assistant, James. Okay? Okay, just keep on pedaling. We just want to see how you ride for the first 5 minutes. I just want to figure out, okay? No wrong. Yeah, no right, no wrong. So we're back in the studio with our cute, lovely couple.
Oh, yeah.
Like literally like 18-year-old lovebirds. So they finally got their, what do you call this? Couple bikes. both wheel ears, both electronic. Now we're just gonna figure out what causes the squealing of, not the bike, the squealing of the rider. Yeah, the squealing of the rider. Here we go, right? Okay. I think your problem, the reason why you went here because of your numb fingers and all that stuff, because right now we have the best setup ever. The shortest of the all, okay?
Yeah.
So the reason why I changed our setup to this one, which is virtually moving. James, can you move it around? Just do this on the handlebar. Right? Right? Okay. Yeah, pedal. Because that's the one that causes you to stiffen up. See? Now you're gonna fight, okay? I don't want anyone filing for divorce after this bike fitting, okay? But that's the reason why I got this, kasi this is the one that causes you to produce anxiety when you're on the road. And that's the one that causes you to stiffen up on your handlebar, okay? So now, I want you to start riding lang as is. You have to play with the balance. Very nice. Now, that looks better. That feels better, okay? Okay. You have to learn how to relax. Remember, you already got bike fitted. You already got biomechanically tuned. The next step is for you to gain confidence when there are jeeps around you, when there are tricycles around you. Anxiety is the #1 cause of stiff neck and stiff wrists and numb fingers. Yeah, I know. So just play around it. Yeah, just play it. Good. Let the bike roll around. You notice it's moving? See, you're stiffening it up. Just let it go. That's it. A little bit faster than that. Yan. A little bit faster. A little bit faster. Good. So after Gina's standard bike fit and biomechanics, next step would be the training camp. And the training camp is where she learns all the application in the real world with her classmates who also had the same exact situation as hers, learning how to bike, zero experience, and the CRZ community camps become a very good platform, a safe platform where housewives, late bloomers, partners can learn the basics of riding.
Younger, taller.
I enjoyed, huh? At least you brought the missus here. Perfect. Thank you very much. What's the episode for the day? How not to break away.
By Deva.
You'll never hear the end of it. Sometimes riding in traffic causes more stress or anxiety that takes away the fun in learning. Stay on a straight line, don't overlap, okay? One of the positives that came out with this untimely 2-year lockdown is the boom in cycling. Most of our friends, neighbors, or even people who never thought about cycling started to get into biking. But it also caused a lot of challenges for most local roads, especially open roads. People who go to work, people who use their bikes to go to other destinations. And the lack of, you can say, a hub of learning on how to share the road with local motorists has posed its own inherent problem. So this training camps that you see over here is a regular feature when you're part of the CRZ program. And again, we're just gonna stress out that CRZ is not a team, it's not a cycling team, it's not a racing team. It's not all about that team. It's all about local communities or individuals who wanted to try out what cycling is all about. The major highlight of this training camp is the women's learning camp. It's a collection of female riders who come from different backgrounds, most of them professionals, working moms, businesswomen. And we create an environment of learning where they get to mingle and interact in a very positive way, putting in fun and excitement while learning the basics of cycling, which before was only exclusive for men. And we always choose the safest environment to take away all the stresses and anxiety that would normally be present in open traffic, bus-infested highways. Deva is behind Janelle. If Janelle unnecessarily brakes or swerve, then there's going to be a domino effect all the way at the back. So in this scenario, everyone, including Janelle, who's leading the pack, behind her is Deva, behind her is MJ, behind MJ is Doc Ina, the one with the pink bike and blue. They are now learning how to be hypersensitive. Peripheral vision, you have to be aware of what the other person is doing in front of you, which means that instead of looking too far in front of the group, you have to be able to read the body language of the person in front of you. So, for example, if MJ stops pedaling, Doc Ina will also stop pedaling. It's a sign that there must be danger or she's ready to slow down. You just don't unnecessarily brake. Although you can put your hands on the brake just to flick them. No hard braking, or else the domino effect will go all the way to the back and that causes accident. Deva, as she takes over, she can save a lot of energy by going in a smaller frontal surface area. It's basically like slicing the wind, and you can go at a faster speed at a lower effort. And Doc Ina is also demonstrating how she's doing that. She has, bent elbows just to slice through the wind. It's the most efficient way of doing it. Everyone else is doing low RPM cadence. It's just because not everyone is fit on this group, so high RPM is equal to high heart rate. So instead of working too much on high heart rate, everyone's training how to improve their torque effectiveness. Here's Seth and Gab side by side on their fancy multi-spoke bikes. Everyone's just following. If you're not comfortable yet, leave a space. A maximum of one bike length in front of the person in front of you is more than enough. As the group starts chugging along and getting more comfortable with the proximity distance from everyone else, they start naturally rolling faster and faster and faster. You have to remember that most of these people only met today. Like in any standard newbie training camp, the basics of open road riding, the girls take charge for the first 40 kilometers. So this is an 80-kilometer ride. The standard procedure is the girls, some of them newbies, some of them just got their bike fit maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. They are in charge of keeping the pace together and sharing the load.
Gusto yata mauna. Ay, go, go.
Learning how to communicate amongst themselves, and the objective is they have to stay on the right side of the road to give motorists space on the other side. Right at this moment, we're like guiding the girls on the right side of the road. So behind me is Tank, behind me is Eros, behind me are the CRZ Team 1. And the CRZ women's group are on the right side. If you notice, if you remember, they just had their episodes for their bike fitting. And we shadow them on the left side of the road so that they can follow a very specific rhythm. Because if you let them go, they just attack themselves. They go bananas. So we just have to guide them because this is a learning experience. You can only do so much and so much talking and Googling and YouTubing. Unless you experience it, it's never gonna happen. So I think they're doing a great job. As Deva takes charge in front, she does not accelerate, doing a great job by not dropping her teammate MJ. She just has to continue the speed of the person in front of her. Same thing with Deva. As soon as she overtakes the person in front of her, all she has to do is just maintain the same speed. You never
jump the gun, because you're not impressing anyone. If you jump the gun and accelerate, you're just gonna leave everyone behind, and that would not be very ideal. The exciting part of this training camp is that everyone gets to experience being in front, being responsible, understanding that being in front is a lot harder than being at the back, because when you're in front, 100% of the wind resistance goes to you. When you're at the back with the proper drafting distance, you get to save as much as 30 to 40%. And the moment that you start gaining the confidence of the person in front of you, like everyone's now moving in sync, everyone's on the same gear, everyone's on the same posture and position, the speed just naturally happens, just like so. So everyone's starting to ride just like so. Rosie, Ira, Alu, and Fami, the 4 girls here behind us, are setting a very, very good tempo, very good cadence, no twitching, no swerving, and the girls are doing it perfectly. As soon as Deva finishes, Janelle takes over again. They just share the load. MJ just stands by. Doc Ina just stands by, and as we go through the halfway mark of the program, the men's group, which is strictly on the left side of the peloton, we ride side by side beside them so they can mirror the other group's movement and formation. So this is what we call choreography and scripted riding. It's all about experiencing it on the road, very safe roads, so that you can apply this in real world situations when you go out on open highways where you have to be very predictable. So as you can hear from the background, I am giving everyone instructions, direct feedback, and this is what makes a difference. You give people direct feedback, they can react immediately and understand what's happening. Part of the course is a long, dragging climb. It starts at 2% gradient, 3%, all the way to 5%. And even at 5% gradient, you'll notice that the girls demonstrating it perfectly here. You don't have to stand up. You don't have to accelerate. You don't have to panic.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Wait for Judy.
Alisa, who just started biking during the pandemic from Iloilo, perfectly follows the instructions without dropping Judy. Sandra follows, followed by Ate May. And this discipline shows you that when you are on a climb, you don't have to attack it or else you're gonna blow up. So instead, what the girls are doing right now, as soon as they crest the summit of the climb, they start chasing and accelerating on the downhill. Because accelerating on the downhill requires less wattage instead of attacking the uphill, which would blow up your heart rate and, well, makes you recover longer. So this strategy and technique is very well choreographed, especially useful for large groups where gaps and splinters are not favorable. Tank slows down, freewheels, just to make sure everyone catches up at the back. And then the moment that everyone is behind you, just like how the Paniki cycling team is demonstrating here, everyone goes back to the line and goes back to work again. The girls have slowly understood the value of proximity, eliminating gaps. Alisa, who was the one in charge with Fami on the climb, are now resting. And for them to be able to rest, they just have to draft. When Judy finishes her pull, all you gotta do is just slide back, go back again to the line, strictly, not go around in circles, and then be able to recover for the longest mileage. Paniki cycling takes over the right side of the road. CRZ cycling will take charge of the left side of the road. And this will go on for the next 40 kilometers until the girls are finished with their workouts. After the girls finish their workouts, the boys will take over. It will become a ride of attrition. The goal is to be able to finish 80 kilometers. We allow everyone to catch up in the entire group as we chug along the main highway. The distance in between riders should be very constant, just to avoid rubbing shoulders, because obviously everyone's not accustomed to that yet. And to make everything more predictable, we leave a space in the middle between the two groups. This is also very useful for motorists at the back because you become very predictable. One of the safety issues for drivers is the unpredictability of large cycling groups. If you maintain this position for the longest time, you allow the driver or the traffic behind you to be able to make the smart reactions, smart decisions, and predictable movements. So this is very important for safety. And at the same time, we always avoid swerving without making predictable gestures. So as you can see, I am demonstrating here that even though I'm riding in the middle of the peloton, I am not nervous because everyone is instructed not to unnecessarily swerve. So this test with me riding in the middle without fear of getting bumped or brake tapped is possible because everyone is properly communicated. You just saw that car passing by on the left side of the road. That is possible because the car is very confident that him passing that side, that lane is okay because the riders are showing predictable movements. So as we go over the overpass, go through the U-turn, the first 40-kilometer ride will be over soon, and everyone's doing the same gear, everyone's on the same posture, everyone's just staying calm, because as the speeds start ramping up, then that would be the main bulk of the workout for the men's group. Hill, who's just passing through the camera, is from Davao, so we have a lot of guests coming from all over the Philippines. And as he prepares for Ironman, he thinks that there's value learning how to ride in large groups like this, in safe highways, and it could also be very beneficial for most people who want to try out biking. And that's what CRZ platform is all about. It's all about a venue where people can learn with other people because everyone's doing exactly the same thing. So as we do a rundown of the entire remaining group, we could see that everyone's still doing exactly the same formation. Nobody swerves around, nobody makes unnecessary movements. Our gentleman over here is 60-year-old Tito Rodel, and speeds slowly ramp up.
Single face line, okay? Don't overlap. Single face line, don't overlap.
It's a beautiful sight to see a group of cyclists being very disciplined on the main highway. And if we can make this an example for other teams or clubs, especially the youngsters, it would totally change the mutual respect between bikers and motorists. And I think small videos like this that we produce help a lot of our viewers and people who participated in this camp. They can go back home, check out YouTube again, and be able to review what they just did. Here's an example where Doc Ina takes charge. The girls are still here. They've started to create confidence. Now they can ride in the closest proximity possible. If you notice a while ago at the start of the program, the girls were a little bit hesitant. Now they're riding closer and closer and closer and closer. Rosie takes charge as we reach the end of this road, and Everyone passes me in a very predictable way. Nobody's shouting. You will never hear anyone shouting, pointing fingers, shouting dog, 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 or whatnot, because that just creates more confusion and panic. So all you gotta do is to make sure that you stay quiet and then read the body language of the person in front of you. This high-speed pass is a very good example how people can stay calm and make people feel comfortable by avoiding unnecessary shouting, cursing, and unavoidable or avoidable chit-chatting.
親にはぐれたひな鳥もいつかは優しい懐に帰る明日もあるだろうだのになぜ巡り会えぬ父の影泣くものか僕は男だ信じてるその日のことをこの手で父を抱きしめる日のことを